hustling my whole life.
Pitchin and Grindnin podcast with your host KLASSIK, ANAYA, DAFFE, and Aaron.
What up? What's going on? We here, Pitchin and Grindnin.
Yes. Well, we missing one of our stablemates. She'll get on later, I guess.
Yeah, she'll show up when she show up. You know,
Sure.
but we're always gonna grind. We pitching right now.
No question. Hey, so big thing going on right now is like a catastrophe going out in California with these fires.
Yeah, somebody's setting these things, man. They being set by somebody, and they just burning down the whole LA.
You think that someone's actually committing a thing of arson? Is that hearsay or somebody's like?
No, they caught one person already.
Really?
Yeah, they caught one person, and then he was trying to start another fire. And he looked like a Mexican or something. I don't know his nationality, but that's how he looked from the thing. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, they know that it's so dry out there that if you could start an accelerant fire, it just goes like wildfire.
It's that wind.
The ash, right?
Yeah, I forgot what they call that wind. That wind is so strong and the air is so dry out there that if you do, set something on fire like that, it'll just spread real easy.
Because the amber's in the air.
Yep.
Or spark something up.
That's why. And sometimes you ain't even got somebody don't have to start it. It'll start on his own. But this time, people are setting these fires because they're spread out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they in one location. One might be here, the next they over here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's coming from one location and then it's spreading across. It's all over the place.
It's like because like a wildfire, actually, you can see where it started.
Yeah, and it just
has
spreads.
a path.
Yeah, but this shit is going all over the place. So it's like people setting them shits. I wonder if it was the same fucking guy doing that shit. That should be crazy. Who knows? But they locked somebody up. They got somebody.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They said they had the people that I don't like to call anyone an inmate. I guess the people that were in prison actually doing some type of work in firefighting.
Yeah.
Well, if you putting them in that, you need to take days off their sentence.
Yeah,
They need to come home.
Yeah, because now they endangering their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
especially if they got like, to me, if they're, I don't know, if they have drug charges and stuff. I mean, it could be a whole lot worse.
Take time off their shit because now they putting their life in danger. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to just be in prison chilling.
Well, they don't be chilling, but yeah, like
not fighting fires.
They're not fighting fires. Because this shit, I bet a motherfucker was like, "Yo, this ain't what I signed up for."
Yeah, nah, I did a crime, but I don't feel like I don't think I should be fucking fighting fires and shit.
Did y'all see the interview of the inmates?
No.
Nah.
Yeah, they was like proud and stuff, and you could tell it was really the ones that were allowed the opportunity because of like good behavior. Like they ain't just put just anybody out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
And so apparently they have this program when they go to parole called a Ventura program.
Okay.
And they can actually get like a certification to where they can go on and have a career, as a firefighter and stuff.
Oh, that's dope. That's what it is.
They need to get an opportunity like that. I guess
they really doing like rehabilitation. It's not just locking them up, free labor type shit. Like they actually giving them an opportunity to have a skill and, actually get the certification and stuff.
KLASSIK said that it's not natural that people have
starting them fire.
Arson. It's been arson.
You said it's not what?
It's not natural. It's a case of arson.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't think anybody like it. To me, it's Hawaii all over again.
So,
they already arrested one person.
I keep hearing about Hawaii. Maybe I've been under a lid for too long. What happened in Hawaii?
The fires that just started out of nowhere that really just looked like, first of all, the people didn't really get any kind of warning whatsoever. Like, it looked strategic, just like this kind of looks strategic.
Because it ain't a wildfire starts in one spot and then it just goes. These shits is spread all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the winds aren't helping though. The winds that they have are absolutely insane.
Because it's dry heat and everything out there too. And the wind strong
Yeah,
as shit.
it's been dry out there, and they have like a lot of just foliage everywhere.
Somebody said that, I saw
Everybody's
something on the
yard.
news. They didn't have no water in the fire hydrants.
Oh, they don't. So that was by the doing of their governor to protect like
Them
this
fish.
species of
Yeah, them little
fish.
fish that look like
Yeah.
minnows.
So there's no like all of this. That's what I'm saying. Like it's too much of a coincidence that all of these things are contributing to what's going on right now, and it really could have been prevented.
Tyler
It's
Perry, he
like
calling out the insurance companies too.
it's like
Oh
the
yeah, State
oh yeah.
Farm canceled over 72,000 policies.
Yep.
But here's the thing.
This is the reason why
They're making State Farm out the bad guy, but it goes back to the governor in the state of California because he made it to where they couldn't increase the premiums. So they really didn't have a choice but to cancel. Like he made it to where like they put like a mandate on increasing premiums for residents or whatever. So that they forced State Farm's hand, like State Farm is getting made out to be the bad guy and stuff, but
They're
you
business
know,
people. They're like, we have to make a profit as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
about making profit, so
Gotta
you
make a
know
profit.
what I'm saying?
You know.
They're about
yeah.
doing that. They're
Oh,
gonna do that. So
I will
everybody
say
gonna look at them a little
though,
different though. What's
they
going on, Raz?
CEO better hide though.
Nah, that's why I already had made a post. I was like, free Luigi.
What's
I'm
going
trying to
on,
see
Raz?
something.
What's going on
Oh,
with you?
all is well, chilling.
Hey
What,
man, what's going on?
what part of California you in?
Southern LA.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
so you out
hmm
there with the wildfires and everything, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm close enough. I'm far enough where we're not really affected.
Oh, all right, that's what's
Yeah.
up. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
What's the
good.
air quality and stuff? Are you close enough to where like the air
Yeah.
quality
I
is?
mean, the air quality is, but it's LA. It was already smoggy. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
It was crap anyway. So yeah, it's like where we go. We went to West Hills yesterday. So like you could drive like on the freeway, you see like big red patches. Like it's definitely on fire, but in general, it's not affecting. It's Malibu,
Mm,
Palisades, which is really just
interesting.
it's the rich,
The rich areas.
super rich.
Interesting.
So in general, the urban people don't tend to can't afford to live over
Yeah.
there in general. So, you know, uh, our places burn all the time. To be perfectly honest, so. Everybody's like, freaking out. And I'm just like, I have compassion, but our places burn all the time.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that.
I don't think it's been to this like capacity. This is like what's the movie with the lady, the apocalypse thing? Like it really is looking like
I mean,
something out the movie.
I understand what you're saying. It's the biggest fire apparently in California history, I have to believe. But again, it's just you got to get an overview of California. Just there's a lot of land.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in one little pocket, and that part is the good part.
Yeah.
And so it's just burning over there where they care. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
LA
yeah.
burns all the time.
Because if it was burning in Compton, they wouldn't care.
Right. They got people flying in, helicopters coming from Canada,
Yeah, the South
Mexico.
Africans
Right.
coming.
Because that's somebody else's stuff. I'm just saying, overall, mourn equally. I'm just that kind of person. I'm just saying, people don't mourn. James Woods crying over his house. Like, come on, my G. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he
I
probably,
mean,
he got enough.
James Woods was totally okay with Israel killing everybody in Palestine. He wrote it on his Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Wipe them all out. Okay, all right. So now you're going to cry over your house? I don't. I don't. Cry over those dead kids you blew up that you was chilling
Right.
with.
Yeah.
which is interesting because you've always had throughout your rap
A weird take on stuff.
no, not a
I don't
weird.
feel like that's weird. Yeah.
No, a political radicalism, even to the naming of your albums. If
Yes, sir.
they're not well read, or if they're not into, if
Right.
they're into militancy, they wouldn't understand it.
Solo Nights, right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, I have human compassion. I'm just trying to have I'm trying to make it appropriate. I just, it's not a lot. They're gonna look. This is what I said to my people in general. When they lose, we lose. When they win, we lose. So
Yeah.
those people, this is ultimately the play, in my opinion. Most of those people are going to be able to afford rebuilding, and it's devastated right now. So that means they're going to have to go somewhere else for the time being. And guess where they come in? Back down.
Yeah.
That means all that's going to drive up the cost here. It's going to tear up LA. They buy the houses and put condos up. Can't afford to live in LA. That's why everybody moves to Vegas. They move to Arizona. They move to Texas. So it's just going to drive the price up. So we're going to lose. And they're going to rebuild, and they'll be able to move back into their houses in 3 or 4 years or whatever. And meanwhile, this is going to go up. So we're going to lose. Everybody crying for them when you should be crying for us.
So the trickle-down effect is that people that have been in LA for years is that the price gets driven up so high, they have to start looking to go to Zona in Vegas?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's been the driving principle. I mean, you can go to San Francisco. You can't live there. The tech bros own it. Other corporations own every building. They'll rather just leave it empty than let you be able to move in there.
What's the price of housing out there? I know gas out there price is ridiculous.
I ain't looking. I don't own a house here. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
You probably looking at 800, 900 just for something in South Central.
Damn.
With a 5% interest rate, 7% interest
God
rate.
damn.
That's insane.
And the property.
Yeah, I would rent too. Damn that.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's ugly out here, bro.
So it would be cheaper, even if you had a situation, let's say you were an actor or something, and you had a situation where you were filming there, it would be cheaper to just live somewhere else and just
fly
come in for the,
Yeah. Because they buy houses and then they build condos or apartments, and that way you can kick you out. That's what I mean. I don't know if y'all saw. He's a smart man. I like him, Bill Burr, and he was complaining. He owns a house.
I did see that where they have like these buildings that are just there and nobody, but it's driving up the cost because it's there, but nobody's even living there. I forgot what building he said it was, but it's a huge structure with all of this space, and it was supposed to be like some lavish condo or whatever, but nobody's living. I saw that, but nobody's living there.
If it's the building, I think it is the. First of all, it was illegal. The bid or for them to buy it or whatever. So a whole bunch of people went to jail in the government, and and then they had to just stop building it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think they sold it to something like a Chinese corporation, but they did. Some people got paid under the table and they got caught. And that's the only reason why. Because then they'll just bring in nationals from China or whatever. They're never going to rent it out to you. You can't afford to rent in there. And they'll just sit on it because you got long money. They'll just sit on it.
Yeah.
There's all kind of buildings like that.
But now people are complaining because I guess people are covering it in graffiti or something like that now.
And
it's becoming an eyesore.
Well, the graffiti was lit. They just got mad because, and they put like armed guards around it for an empty building, and that shows you what's valuable to them.
Damn.
Right.
Not that people need a place to say that niggas did some cool tagging on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, but like some states are actually telling foreign interests that you can't come in here and buy nothing.
Yeah, I know North Carolina did that. They took back what they had given or sold.
Yeah.
California does not, and that's why Elon Musk is your president.
So so your political, your intellectual awareness throughout your career, have you denied features with people because they just not on the thought process you are on, or?
I mean, in general, I think I get denied. People don't work with me. I've been blackballed, banned ever since probably the first record. So it is what it is. More so, it's just it affected my career because I just would say the things, I call it the elephants in the room. And nobody wants to say it. And I'm an elephant whisperer. I just say it because I have no filter.
Yeah.
So it got me in trouble. You know, I was told by vice president, quote, "You're just too smart for your own good." I remember that.
But you just did that joint on Rakim album. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, I'm blessed when whatever opportunities come, but you know, there are certain people that get rewarded. You got to be a little more malleable and not say certain things, or you're gonna piss off certain people. That's just life. That's socialization 101.
You being a lyricist, where would you rank yourself? Of course, you're gonna, one. You know what I'm saying? But
No, I mean, I'm such a fan of so many people. To be
yeah,
perfectly honest, I think my go-to thing is there's probably like 200 breathing, amazing people, MCs. Um, and we're all supposed to be, you know, fighting for number one. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Nobody goes into a boxing match, you know what I'm saying, yeah, I want to come in second place. That's stupid. So yeah, I don't, you know, on a good day, I'm number one. You know, on a bad day, I'm number 200. But I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what song. You know, nobody can write Nature the Threat. I wrote Interview with the Vampire, and you know, it's built into other. You know, I know it affected Kendrick. I know I affect other MCs, so that's fine. I know who I am. And those
When you
and
say
those MCs affect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we influence each other.
that was gonna be my question because like you do touch on things that a lot of artists don't touch on, whether they're afraid to or they're just not tapped in. Like, what do you attribute, like, as far as your upbringing and things like that, to the direction of your music over the years?
Yeah, I would definitely say, you know, what it call it? It's I can't think of the term. It's basically your genetics versus your environment, and your environment usually tends to influence
When
you
nature
a
versus
lot more.
nurture?
Yeah, nature versus nurture. So yeah, my where I grew up, how I grew up informs my personality. I grew up in Watts, but we lived in Carson, so I was able to run around and be a little wild. But then when my parents picked us up, I was able to go home. I didn't have no siblings that were boys. All my siblings were sisters, so I didn't get to play Barbie with them. I would have been a different nigga if I started playing with the Barbies. I was by myself reading comic books and about dinosaurs and tigers or whatever. So that informs my personality, you know, that I would read because I didn't have anybody to play with when I got home. So, and then I got to run around the streets and watch. But then I was also grew up Catholic because we were Creoles from Louisiana. My mom was from Louisiana. So then I went to Catholic school, but in Watts. So then that means I grew up with a lot of Mexicans because it ain't a whole bunch of black people that are
Black people,
Creole.
right?
Right.
I mean, that are Catholic, in Watts in that community. So you know, all those things influence who you are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Now going back to being a lyricist or whatever, and you've been in this game a very long time. I don't even know if you have done this, but do you have an ideal song that you would do with straight lyricists of people that you would want on one song? I don't know if you did it before, but
I've had that idea.
okay.
Um, my perfect record was the list is gonna constantly change.
Yeah.
Because there's always somebody new, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But yeah, and again, I probably have a top 20 of my favorites, but um, I always wanted like Premier and Dr. Dre to come together and make like this track or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you put, you know, it can be about record sales because you
Yeah,
know,
because you just
in
doing it for
Vanilla
the
Ice,
love.
it's just about skill set. You
Yeah.
know, some of my faves. Some people. I just said this in a rhyme. I said, you know, so called champs ducking contenders. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So and they get to claim, oh, I'm the illest or I'm the best, and everybody only riding they pine because they popular and they sold all the records. Um, my whole thing was every 4 years we should have an Olympics, and
That would be
and
dope.
technically, you know, the whole internet could vote, and it'll be maybe 4 to 5 topics. You won't get the topics until you get in the booth. So everybody goes in the booth. That
Yeah.
shit's sealed, hermetically sealed. It's alive. So you can't have your homies in there. You can't have your ghost riders. You can't have your writers camp. And
Well, a
then
lot
with
of
all
people feel like that then.
Right.
Yeah, like
And then it downloads. Now you got as long as you want, reasonably. Let's just say, you got, an hour or two to write, hour to lay, whatever. And you go in there and then it all goes to whoever's charity, but you go in, the beat, you get the beat, you download the beat, it comes in, then the topics, whatever it was, Cheerios, New York, Nike, blah blah blah. You get your topics, however you got to integrate them and write. Nigga, and let's see who the best. Every 4 years, since you talk that shit, let's go.
That would be dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, that would be, yeah, I want Eminem, I want them all. Let's all go and get in the booth. We all go in there and then they download the shit, get the beat, and let's see. Best man win.
Yeah.
I don't care about your cars or who got who. Niggas, I hate dumb nigger talk, and I did hard R on that. I hate nigger talk. Oh, we ain't relevant in the street because you dumb, nigga. I don't want to make a whole bunch of dumbass nigga stuff. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what's proving who the best. Give these bars.
Yeah.
Let's see who the best is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I love it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
So the prototype of a star or someone that's the top lyrical person or people in the industry. Sometimes you think, man, I was born. If I was born 20 years later, I'd be on top of the game because people would understand. Because the shit you put out is.
If I would have acted like I was a New Yorker, I'd be ahead of the curve. Could have, should have.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. No doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is. Those are things.
But I'm saying, because you seem like a pondering man. That's a thinking man, and you just you laugh to yourself. You said, "Look at this shit right here."
Look, life ain't fair.
No.
I always, I think I told my kids that once. I was like, look, bro, what if life is super unfair. And what if it was even worse? That when white people walked, they'd be like, I'm leaving, and just fly away. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, even though that's unfair, like this nigga just got to fly away. You can complain all you want, but when you jump off that roof, you splatting, bro. So some things is just what they are. I try not to give too much attention about what could have been. I can only deal with the now and make the best out of it. This is the journey. And, what I'm saying? Of course, they say if you want to make yourself miserable, compare yourself to somebody else.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But so I get it. I get, all due props to every MC before, every MC after, anybody that's getting a shine. And my goal is just to try to get mine and let people remember, like, oh, I'm here. I'm the little boogeyman. Let me get your favorite rapper. I want him to.
That's what I was going.
Let's go.
That was gonna be my question. Actually, like, with the longevity that you've had in the game, maintaining relevance throughout the years, but not watering down your content. What would you want your legacy to be like? From all your music,
everybody wants to come from behind victory because that's the ones that mean the most. So hopefully, I want to win. I want to be top dog. Sell the records, get the accolades. Get the Grammy and tell them you guys suck and this is trash. Yeah, I want to do it all. Why not?
How did you feel about when Killer Mike got his? Was that like a little?
I know Mike. I think he's incredible. I would have told him, hey man, the only person that can smoke around here is Snoopy Dogg. Don't do that to yourself.
Right.
Snoopy Dogg is the only person I've ever seen that can smoke anywhere.
He was smoking on Martha Stewart.
So congrats to him. All these things are hard earned, and and his road to his path to victory is his path. Like, you can't duplicate other people's paths. You can maybe learn a few pointers here and there, but in general, that's just his journey's his journey, and good for him.
Right.
So
much success to him.
Me and Classic, we're from Jersey, so this conversation came up, I don't know, maybe a decade ago. So we're all talking hip hop and rap, and me, Classic, and another person like, yo, Ras Kas is like, top of the, on the lyricists of all time. They're like, nah.
And this was a long time ago and shit.
Yeah, a long time ago. Like, yo, you gotta. But it's hard to tell people on the East Coast that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a lot of support on the East about being a bar guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get more pushback here, honestly.
Wow.
Oh no, that's
Because what they perceive, they just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and
Yeah.
I'm making general statements, but I tend to, you know, MCs give me none but love. I would say I get most of my love from other MCs, definitely producers,
Yeah.
dudes that came out the pen, and men and women, white, black, yellow, green that went to college. That's my fan base. The average chick don't know my music. She's
Yeah.
like, I ain't never heard of this dude. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And then real dumb in the street dudes that never had to serve no time, they ain't listen yet because they ain't had to sit down and realize half the, you out here being goofy and reckless and you ain't had to pay no consequences yet. So people that
Yeah.
had to sit down start processing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And so I understand what my strengths and my weaknesses are based on that.
So you're a professor with the music.
I'm a philosopher. I'm not a professor.
Philosopher.
I'm a
Life.
philosopher. I don't know everything. I just perceive the world how I see it, and I perceive myself as I see when I look in the mirror, and I try to be honest about what I see. So the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I write about that.
So other than Kendrick, obviously, because I know you mentioned that, you can see your influence in him. Who would you say out of like today's artists, the newer, would be closer to like your scope in your lane? Like
I
who
mean,
would
there's a
be the
lot.
you in
I think
this generation?
there's a lot of intellectual, kind of looking inward, MCs. I think there are quite a few of them. I mean, I got horses in a race, so Coach Contra, two of them is me and Tidra's kids. So yeah, I mean, they're highly influenced by me because they came out of my balls. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. The Raz and Taj from Coach Contra. Corday. It's a lot of
Right.
dope.
Corday,
It's
I
a
rock with
lot of
Corday.
dope. I mean, that's why I always hate to do those lists because I'm gonna forget so many really cool people,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it's not because I'm purposely overlooking them. It's just too many amazing people to name. They all shine. Just because I don't say their name, don't mean they don't exist doing their stuff. So salute
Right.
to every dope MC. That's why when they ask me to do a list like who's your top 5 or top 10, I'm like, bro, like there's like 50 to 200 that are amazing, and why it's hard. I'm gonna forget somebody, and I don't want them to be left out because everybody deserves they roses and they respect for what they bring to the table.
So you said 200.
I
So
think so.
That's a
no,
lot.
that's a 200 is very
That's a small amount.
small.
Yeah, it's a
Of
small amount.
goats, like of the
Yeah.
best of the
Well,
best.
Of the
there's
best of the
50
best.
years of hip hop,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
and
true.
there's
50
massive
years, yeah.
amounts of
That's
rappers.
actually a small amount.
So
Yeah.
that's like,
50 years,
I
yeah.
mean, there's if you look at like Hall of Fames in different sports,
Yeah.
there's probably been more rappers than football
Basketball
players
players and
Yeah.
football
Yeah.
players.
around the
As
world.
far as who I think is those guys, I think it's about 200. I've easily rattled off before like 50 or something. And then I start remembering, forgot about so and so dad. He was nasty. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think about 200. I mean, everybody, I think in general, there's it's just like anything. Like I'm average at playing, NBA 2K, and it's just some people that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
some people, a lot of people are average rappers and had a good song and a good beat and whatever, and then some people that just are like, you know, you see these sparks of brilliance or just how they approach things, and those are the ones that affect me the most and motivate me. And I don't think there's that many of them. I don't even think our industry is interested. Rap is the only thing that, and I mean this seriously. This is the only sport, job, period, career where you get penalized for being too good at it.
Yep. You're
Yep.
right.
And too
You're right.
smart. You
You're right.
Yeah.
and too smart.
I mean, I remember Double XL, one magazine said, yeah, Ras Kas over lyrical on his song. And I was like, what the fuck is called rap? How am I over lyrical? What the fuck
Right,
does
that's
that mean?
crazy. Over lyrical is crazy work.
Right? I'm like, this is called rap,
Like,
my
ain't
Yeah,
that
nigga.
it's
what I'm
called
supposed to do
rap.
with it?
Yeah.
It's not called
You supposed
how
to
many
show your
bracelets I
skills.
got on. It's not called who I'm dating. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
this is literally called rap. It ain't called beat.
You
It's
supposed to
called
show your
rap.
skills.
Well,
Right. I'm like, I over rapped? What the fuck does that mean?
so the thing is, publications. I don't know how they critique some poetry's thousands of years old, right?
Right.
And philosophers have done poetry, vice versa, right? So
Right.
poet laureates are not really thinking about I'm over lyricized into a motherfucker that really doesn't want to get in tune with what I'm poetic, what I'm prophesying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
you ain't trying to listen to me, so my shit ain't for you.
Yeah.
There it is there. But these are the people, again, whether it's radio, whether it's other artists, our industry is controlled by people with different agendas. And they say, nope, I don't get it too
Dumb it
much.
down.
Yeah. Dumb
Right.
it down.
Where your sons at right now?
Probably at home at their houses.
Oh, all right.
He like, they grown.
Yeah, they're not 16, 17. Them niggas are out and about.
You used to last year we were supposed to get you on the show.
Yes.
I think you had a big show in New York at the time. I think
Yeah.
Grass and a couple other people. I don't know who else was on that show or whatever. But what do you love about touring and shows?
Here the honest truth is I love adventuring. I love to go see other places, experience food, culture, uh, camaraderie of the culture of rap. And then on the most basis level, I know if I'm out of town, I'm getting some money. If I'm at home, I'm probably spending some money.
I know
And
that's right.
so that is it's those two. It's like I like to be out because I know I'm getting some money. I'm getting the ability to do what I enjoy doing. I like both. I totally love studio, but I'm usually spending money because I'm independent. So
Yeah.
I'm spending money to do something I love. And then it's cool to know, I'm making some money doing the other part of what I love. I love the creative aspect and I like the performing aspect. And I get to get out and be in Germany or be in London and rap and tap and some people that know, are telling me what I did is worth it. That part is a blessing because I don't have, Kanye fucking mega stadiums and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I got what I got and I'm grateful for that. And I'm appreciative to be able to go, make a living with that.
What's your favorite city or country to go to?
None. No, for real. I literally don't.
You like the differences in different places.
Yeah, man. Everything's unique. I like, I'm just now really learning, like, getting to go to Jersey more. Like I was over there with Teddy Ted and Special K, and they have some event at this brewery. And so, life's an adventure. I used to live in New York, and we're creatures of habit. So I would just walk, wherever like, let's say I was gonna catch the train and not catch a taxi or whatever, and then I would switch it up, and instead of go to this block, I'd do the block before, and you find interesting shit. Life's a big fucking adventure. You know what I'm saying? So I just, like I was saying that to say, like, I'm just now adventuring into Jersey more. It's a whole world out
But they take you into fucking Hackensack?
Yeah, where you was at?
Neck?
I don't want to lie to you. Wherever
Okay,
Teddy
I don't
Kid
know.
do their thing, it's a brewery, and I went over
Yeah,
there.
I think one's from Essex County, the other one's from Passaic County.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but wherever this brewery at, it's not deep over the through the tunnel or nothing like that.
That's cool.
It's cool. I can find out.
Nah,
but-
it's cool. We
Yeah.
get connected up there. We figure it out. But that's what's up, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Then I got to go shoot a video with Tretch.
Oh, so
I
you
think
was
we did
in
that
East
the same
Orange?
day.
You
So
was in East Orange?
yeah. So we was in East Orange. He wilding. You know what I'm saying. The video ain't out there, but we so drunk, and then Tretch got burners. And his niggas is all. But I'm like, man, I love it.
Yeah.
Life's a big fucking adventure.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that what I do can open those opportunities and doors for me to go out and be around. Just to be with Tretch and Tretch's world is cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's highly influential, on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The cool dark skinned nigga. I'm like, yeah.
And a lot of people, they just look at him. Tretch is highly lyrical when you break it.
Bro,
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Nasty. And knew how to make catchy records, which
Yeah.
is like he could do both. So,
Yeah.
highly influential to me, obviously, to shit. Who doesn't sing Tretch's praises? But again, for me,
Mhm.
I'm from a kid that buys a cassette or what I'm saying, or a vinyl back in the day to being able to, break bread and just kick it and laugh and be in the hood on some drinking whiskey shit. It's like, that's the gift that hip hop gave me. You know what I'm saying? To be able to kick it with Pun, rest in peace, and pull out
Another lyrical motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's why he part of the 200, obviously. You know what I mean? Obviously.
You know what though?
Both of them.
I know some people don't. I always say, why Fat Joe never get mentioned as a hit, not as a lyricist, but as a person he's made some hits.
He definitely made hits. You got a flow, Joe. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
It was fire, and he's
That was his first
definitely made
joint.
some albums.
Yeah.
That people
Yeah.
I've never heard like, yeah, Fat Joe's in the top 50. I'm like, I don't know. Fat Joe's he's a top 50 guy to me.
I think
that
again,
DITC, them boys was rough.
Oh
though.
yeah, DITC.
that not was hard. They still
Hard,
praise
yeah.
Diamond and everybody. I think
Is an
look,
AG.
everybody's gonna have their own particular favorites. I used to have to not argue, but people would be like Jada Kiss. I'm like, bro, all three of them dudes is nasty.
Nasty.
And
Yeah.
one dude gets his
Love
day
life.
or whatever, and I love Jada's, voice. But are you listening to what Styles just said? Did you just hear what Steve fucking said, bro? Like, that's how amazing they are. Where, if they were solo artists, you'd be having to say who they all nasty, but sometimes you take it for granted because some people are good. So there may be a Joe situation where because you're part of a collective, then people are gonna be like, well, my favorite is, whatever. Some things get overlooked. And then come on, man, Pun is Pun, bro. And when you're standing next to Pun, that was gonna be a hard sell anyway.
Yeah, hard to sell. Yeah.
That's a hard sell, like standing next to Pun. And nigga was dusting niggas, man. That nigga crazy. Nigga was crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like his like Pun and Pharoah Monch to me are
Pharoah.
Oh yeah, Pharoah Monch. Yeah.
They're very similar in this part of so their limitation became their greatest strength.
His verse on
Pun
Oh
had
No was
asthma.
crazy.
He was overweight, so he had to pick his pockets to breathe. So he's rhyming, and then he catches breath at a weird time. That's how these styles develop.
His verse on Oh No was crazy.
Bro. Yeah. I'm in that video with Rest in Peace with Guru.
Oh yeah?
Me and Guru dancing and say, oh no.
I mean, Raucous Records at that time had some motherfuckers that was just gritty and grimy.
Yeah, yeah.
They were able to get success with really dope lyrical hip hop.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only like a 3 to 4 year period, and that shit went like businesses went under. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, I wish they didn't. I loved Raucous.
That was like loud.
I was Priority, and they were friends. The owner of Priority, Brian, and the owner of Raucous. And at one point, we were going to switch me over, and I was going to go Raucous. I just thought it was a better fit. I thought they got it. They understood it. Whereas, Priority only understood like gangster rap, put on a khaki suit, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I might go over there, and then whatever. They kind of folded in, but shit. Think about it. They had him. They were they were trying to gun. They were and they had shit. Most Def. Like they had
Most Def first shit was
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those 25 years have passed real fucking quick.
I was flying, bro.
But it's fucking flying. So what else? What do
you got coming up?
We could talk to you for about 4 hours, but I know you got things to go. What's the next single project that's coming out?
For me, I do want to let people know right now. We have the Gutter Project, which is completely produced by Havoc from Mobb Deep.
Okay.
So that project is out as we speak. we dropped a single called Roll Call, featuring Method Man, Lil Fame, MOP, not Lil,
Lil
Fame,
thing, yeah, fame.
Fame from MOP. Uh, um, uh, Sway's popping his collar on it. Sway from Shade 45, whatever. And RJ Payne's on the record too. And so that whole entire project is out, and it's a banger. So I would encourage people to go support that. I know for me now, I'm doing my solo project. So it's productive. I got some from Have and other dope producers. So I'm looking forward. I'm trying to get on my final mixes in the next couple of weeks. So shouts out to Butter and shouts out to my man Spawn, who's mixing at Jazzy Jeff Studio, and all the people involved. Tretch is on the album. I shot that video. Smith and Wesson, Coast Contra.
You shot it in Jersey?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yes, full ignorant. It's hilarious. It's great. like I said, by the end, Tretch is pulling out burns. I'm so drunk. I'm like, the burner, like, we just wilding, but he caught all that. I think the videographer was unhappy, like, y'all were out of control. But it was some Jersey shit, man. I was in the moment, man. We was having too much fun.
Don't worry.
That's how it be.
Councilman and the mayor, they love hip hop.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Rock Baraka and all them.
What happened? I'm sorry, what?
Nah, they love it.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying the mayor and
Ras
them that love
Baraka
it.
and all them guys.
Yeah, they love it. They know Ras Kas. Don't get it twisted now.
No, it was love, man. I had a blast, and to have the experience, and it's documented. It's a song, and whatever. So, yeah. I'm just trying to get the album final mix, figure out what's gonna stay, what's gonna go, trim the fat, and I'm hoping to late first quarter or early second quarter,
Okay.
drop it and hope. And it's some actual records on there. Everything ain't gotta always be. I never did make full super angry, or fully political. I had drama on Solo Nights with Coolio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's drama, but it sounded real good. That was a cube, blind I took. Talking about hollering at chicks. You know what I'm saying? So I always marinate with Battle Cat, like about just kicking it, like basically a barbecue at the house. Like, let's drink, smoke, where the ladies at. So
I mean, you can't be 100% militant or 100%.
Right.
You'll burn out. There has to be pockets of something else that
right, which is covering your full self. That's why I used to tell people, like, I can't take a trap rapper seriously at a certain point because you so dope, nigga. Do you ever take a bath? Tell me something else. You sell all this cocaine, but why are you rapping?
Why you rapping? Right.
Why are you rapping if you killing so many niggas and selling so much coke? This is don't you know your paycheck reduction in rap? Like, no. So I mean, for me, I'm just trying to be a human and try to talk about all my experiences. Like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I cover the gamut of human emotion, whether that's confusion, whether that's happiness, whether that's regret, whether that's aspiration, whether that's encountering racism, whether that's encountering niggas ain't shit in the streets, whether that's falling in love, whether realizing the bitch ain't shit. All of those things is what I try to talk about.
You still having fun with this?
100%.
Oh, that's what.
But I feel like that's what separates a lyricist from just a rapper. That's what makes an artist from just a rapper. Because I feel like a lot of, like you said, and I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? My family from Georgia, so Atlanta, Jeezy, that whole era, whatever. That was my thing. But like you said, it does get to a point to where, like, is that all? You don't have nothing else to talk about?
Right.
You can't, and that's why a lot of these guys don't have, that longevity, because I watched this video of somebody like Pap, and they gave this man the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? And he went through the entire thing. A lot of these guys can't do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Content, subject.
And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm a fan. I'm not here to, you mentioned Jeezy. I'm a Jeezy fan. I love it. I know what I'm getting. I don't expect him to tell me about racism. You know what I mean? I don't. I expect him to be the snowman.
So now he will.
Right.
I think
that's one thing I liked about Lil Baby, though. Lil Baby gave a little bit of that. Lil Baby did touch on it.
He can rhyme.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he can rap. Bro can rhyme. I think I heard him he knows his pocket for that production and where he's from.
Yeah.
I think one time he tried to rhyme over like just boom bap beat, and so I was like, oh, he struggles on that. He knows his pocket on the other shit, and he be
Yeah.
got,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So but everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. So that was the other thing. Like, I was like learning. Like, there's a different approach, on a double time beat than it is on a 99 BPM. You know what I'm saying? And like, and that's part of the fun too, is knowing what technique is gonna work, and then if you can master that technique, how do you integrate a different technique over that same production or whatever? You know what I mean? So that's why I have fun with the music, is because it's always these little boxes. Like, what are we gonna do here? How do we approach this record? And sometimes, how do we write it? Like, I always felt like Biggie was really magnificent at writing where it sounded really, really simple, good for the ear, but he was still barring out. You know what I'm saying? Biggie was able to. Jay-Z, I felt like got that formula from from Big too. Like, how do you write a surface level sounds good, radio can fuck with it, and then me as an MC still be like, oh, okay, I see what you did there. That was cool. That was dope. That was it. You killed it. You know what I mean? Not everybody can pull that off. It's so many different parts. Nowadays, I just feel like the bar set so low that anybody that could just stay on beat is pretty much awesome. because most of it is so trash.
Yeah.
Everybody's so trash. So I think we give out accolades to very mid rappers, acting like niggas is like reinventing the wheel, and the nigga barely, niggas is barely doing anything. So
You're right.
It's just it's a lot of mid passing for outstanding right now.
Is there anything else that you working on? Like, you may have like some clothing line or something extra besides the music that you're working on, or you have?
Everything else, we're building out, man. I wouldn't even. Right now, I want to focus on getting people to support the music, and all the other ventures that we are planning on having happen this year. I'll hop on that when I get there. Right now, I would love for people to support this new project, support the one that's out with Havoc, and support the next thing.
Where can they get it at?
It's on all platforms. The Havoc project album, and then Fat Beats has physical copies, vinyl, so they can go to fatbeats.com and buy vinyl. My new project, I don't know at home. I have a few options. So I just wanted to finish the project up and then figure out where I want to take it, and hopefully get fuck it, I'm gonna put out in the universe. X-rated Tech 9. I want to go over there. That way I can go tour, nigga. So yeah, I want to go take this motherfucker right over the. Yes, them niggas stay on the road. I like that.
Yep.
You're right about that. So, is there anything else you want to tell the people?
Nah, I just want to tell the people, keep your head up, stay blessed, stay dangerous. Shouts out to Jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? I will be back on the East Coast soon, so hopefully we can link up Classic and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And aside from that, man, just be well, man. This year started out kind of weird to me.
I think it started out weird for everybody, the way it's going, man.
Yeah, it was just like, I feel like part of it is that people kind of understand too that the new year doesn't really happen in the middle of winter. Like, more people are realizing that now.
Right.
So the celebration is kind of just like going through the motions, because everybody's like, this shit ain't really what it is. Like,
right.
It's not like it used to be. I feel like more people are just hip to the fact, like, we calling it this, but this ain't that. Like, so I feel like a lot of people now that they know that, they don't really know how to feel about it. Like, we celebrating some shit that's not really real.
Yeah.
People aren't really making resolutions like they used to, because they're like, this ain't even
the day. This ain't the new year. What are you doing here? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate you getting on this line. We got to bring you back again when you got that project, the next project out. We got to definitely bring you back, talk about that and get into that a little bit more.
I appreciate y'all for taking the time. And I'm sorry about last time when I had to bust a move. I was adios.
You was getting money, man. Come on.
Enjoyable, man.
I was rapping and tapping, man. I was
Yeah.
out,
I feel like
out
I've been
across
in
the
class,
world.
so I really appreciate it. I feel like I've been in class. You definitely, no, seriously, because there's not a lot of artists that you can really sit and like be a sponge to. So
I appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
No doubt. But look, God bless. I want y'all to have a great one. Have a amazing today and tomorrow and on and on and on. And let's get back up next
All right.
time.
No doubt.
Got you.
Appreciate
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
Hey,
So like I feel like he could totally be like a college professor,
Yeah.
easily.
and
He's very
like
smart.
the kids would literally it would be like a waiting list for his class.
Yeah.
So he has some albums that are actually, if you can put it in book form, they're masterpieces.
I love that
I
solo
was
on ice
looking
joint.
at one on
Oh, that's so
YouTube.
I used to play the solo on ice crazy as
That's so
hell. I used to play.
ice shit.
And I was young then.
But that's a classic. No one
Yeah.
talks about. They don't give
nobody
it.
talking
It
about
deserved 5 mics.
Yeah.
They give it.
Yeah. I would totally like sign up for his classes and stuff just to hear him speak. I definitely dig the perspective. Definitely. It's needed.
We starting off 2025 with a
Yeah,
bang. You know what I'm saying? These
yeah, for
guests.
real. Definitely strong guest. Very strong guest.
Before we go, I heard something the other day. They said we have a lot of intelligent people in the world, but we don't have a lot of wise people.
That's right.
So you
Wisdom and intelligence are two different things. Intelligence can be taught. Wisdom, like you said, it's nature versus nurture. It's the things that you took from your experiences and you grew on, and it's just a combination of things. I don't feel like nobody can really give you.
no, and I think the
You got to
wise
develop
people
wisdom.
are gonna have to tell the real intelligent people, let's not go down this road.
Yeah.
This road may be good for the few, but not for the many.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This shit
Yeah.
trying to create, it's gonna be created, but you're gonna blow everybody's head off trying to do it.
Yeah.
Get wise. I mean, not and don't be a smart ass. Just be smart. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all ready to say goodbye to TikTok?
Oh, I don't be on it like that
But I
anyway.
don't
So
think they should be blown away.
You said what?
The money.
everybody going to Isaac Hayes on Junior new platform.
Fan
I
base.
don't even
Yeah,
be on
fan base.
TikTok. I had a
People,
TikTok. I don't remember my password. I ain't been on TikTok in probably about a year or two.
people going crazy because they're about to lose it. I don't be on it like that.
I'm glad that I don't allow myself to get too addicted to
Addicted.
something. Yeah, to
Yeah.
where it ain't gonna make me never mind. I haven't
Yeah.
even logged on. I don't even remember my password to my TikTok. So
I
I
never
drop our show clips there. That's about it.
right, and I think that's. I mean,
because people
that's
watch them, people are into TikTok. I think it was a terrible fucking idea. People's attention spans are already short. I feel like it single-handedly, like between Vine was first, do it for the
hmm
Vine was first,
a
and then
lot of
Instagram, and then
You had your
TikTok made it even
Snapchat and all
shorter.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it made it even shorter, and we wonder why these kids aren't learning nothing, why they are like their attention span is just not there. Like these apps with these TikToks and stuff like that, like they want that instant gratification, they want that instant information, not having to. I would literally tell somebody the other day, like, take the kids to the library.
Oh, they don't do that.
So your child knows what it is to have to actually look up information.
Research.
And
well,
it's not just, I'm going to type it in Google and take Google's word for it. Like, no, you need to be able to go to this book and look up the information in this book and compare it to what this one over here has.
right.
And they don't do that.
Like this are good for our attention span.
Yeah.
Just an hour, or we have other shows, and
Hour of informative dialogue.
right
Mhm.
with other people that are have the same thought process or a little different, but can understand and have adult conversation.
An exchange, yeah. The exchange of information is so powerful. And it's like when you look at a lot of these apps like TikTok, there is some extremely useful information. Now, I will not negate the fact that there's some extremely useful information. But when we look at the majority of our youth, they are not on there to be educated. And the majority of the information that they're getting is some BS that they shouldn't be getting anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing is serious no more.
Hopefully you get it somewhere else. Times are hard out here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a fact.
Yep.
Well, I'm looking forward to well, next week is my birthday is Thursday, so
Oh,
I was gonna
cap season.
yeah, I was gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna be on next week, but I took time off. I don't got shit planned.
No.
I'll be here.
We got a fabulous guest next week.
I know. So I was like, that's all I got planned for my birthday is the podcast.
Hey,
You'll be
it be
going
like
out.
that.
Cut that out.
Watch out there now.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
I can't wait.
All right,
I can't freaking wait.
Classic. Want to end the show?
We out.
We out. Pitching and Grinding Radio. Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.